All right, welcome YouTubers. I just got finished explaining to Twitch what was going on here, but we're doing a semi-haunted start here. So I believe about this third of the map is going to be a haunted biome. So we'll see what we get out of that. That's an evil biome. Well, I don't want to scroll out any further than that though. And then there's just a little bit of mountain here, but not much. Okay, so let's zoom all the way in for you guys. We're cutting some trees. We got clay in front of us. We'll be very quick to dig through. I'm very happy about that. Though we are somewhat near the edge of the map here. So I may actually go right instead. I usually like to orient stuff upwards though. I think I'm going to just go up. It's interesting that we don't even have ramps here. Naturally no ramps. Okay, well let's just dig into this a bit, get started. Might want to zoom out a tiny bit, just so this side isn't so huge. You guys can see a little more too. I always do want a little bit of switchback just to just make pathing a little more difficult for the enemies, but not too badly. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our trade depot. Get rid of that there so I can have 2 doors. And then from here, let's just do that. And let's unpause the game, get them going. Oh, that's right, I forgot to set another miner. Who's not going to be doing anything for a while? How about our cook? There we go. The correct direction for doors is down, of course. It's raining repellent sludge. So that's an evil thing. Maybe this is the evil biome. I literally forgot which side of this was evil and which side wasn't. But yeah, our guys aren't going to be too happy about being outside there. My fisher's reminding me I should set him a zone for fishing. So that seems like a decent little area for fishing. Might as well, you know what? I'm not going to make it a water source. Yeah, we got some trees now. What I'll probably do is what I normally do. I'll throw the carpenter workshop in here since it'll get mined out so quickly. Then we'll bring the wood in as well and set up some beds. And at least they will have a place to sleep. The ramps reanimated and walked off. I love that Irish Bugs fan. Because normally one of the first things I do is remove all the ramps near my hole into the mountain as well. You know, people always ask why. It's just because I can't see what's up here, so I hate it when something bad just immediately jumps into my fort because I can't see them coming. I never really pay attention to my upper Z levels. As Isaac says, correct direction for dwarfs is down, and I agree. Okay, let's build a workshop, a carpenter workshop even, right here. And yeah, I might as well use some of this ginkgo. I don't know where it came from. Now, I brought a lot of different types of birds as well. Oops, we're still in the menu. That's why they're not doing anything. So, eggs is going to be a thing. Still raining repellent sludge. Dead leaks. So this repellent sludge tends to kill things, potentially. Or maybe not. But there's a pool of it. Our dwarves will not be happy about that. Pucktindo says, I'm no dwarf, but I would not want to drink repellent sludge water. I hear you there. Imagine what fish tastes like on a diet of repellent sludge. Hey, Revolt, how you doing? Aloha to you as well. Okay, well, let's get a stockpile for wood going. We don't need a lot of wood in here. Let's get the carpenter workshop making beds. So interesting. I think I'm gonna need the manager before I can really start checking out some of the new stuff in this version. But 7 dwarfs and 7 beds. I think that's about right. Get working on that. Now, I also want a stockpile for pretty much everything that's on the wagon right now. So let's do that there and set it up, sure, with all the animals. I am going to enable food, just no prepared food. Nothing that's going to spoil, so no unprepared fish. I got to remember, I've been playing so much adventure mode, I'm forgetting my my shortcuts, my quick little keys here. Drink would be good to have in here. Seeds I do not want in. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do want them in here. Never mind. I don't really want them there, but I don't want them outside in the repellent sludge for any longer than they need to be either. No fat. No press material paste. We won't be making that before. They need to have their own stockpile anyways. No lye, because we don't have any right now. Okay, that'll be good. Probably don't need any furniture. Definitely no corpses, refuge, stone, ammo I'll enable. I'll regret it later, but I'll enable it. Bars and blocks I'll enable. I'm only going to allow cut gems and stuff in here. And actually, I don't really want stone blocks, but that's something different. Okay. No finished goods. I'll enable weapons. And sheet. Okay. That should be pretty good. Now some of these guys should not be idling. They should be getting stuff in. Whereas now we also need to dig downwards as greedily as we can, I think. I'm going to zoom back in a little bit here. I also, before I get invested in that, want to make sure... Oops. Ah, crap. Don't suspend. I just want to add a table and a chair so we can get our organizer working. Okay, and now let's dig down, up, down, stair. From here... Let's see, we'll go down to level 0, I think. Just see what's what. Let's set our zooms as well. So I want you to zoom here. And that should actually be pretty good for now. Don't need to really change the name. Hey, good, I'm glad you're doing well, Revolt. Undead vegetables would be terrifying. Eat your greens before they eat you. Oh, you guys are on top form tonight. Keep it coming. I love it. Oh, no worries, Revolt. You did not miss much by missing my Stellaris streams. I understand it, too. I wish I hadn't spoiled myself on so much before I had watched it. You know what? I'm going to put a zone in here, as ridiculous as it may seem. Because that's where my beds are going to go, too. But I need a meeting area to get these animals. I could pen them, but I just want to get them out from outside. Being a new tile set, I'm not going to know what half of this stuff is. That's a bag. Good to know. Oh, Revolt's a vegetarian. Says, undead veggies are my worst nightmare. The goal of this fortress really is to try not to die on a haunted biome. And I really want to check out some of the new stuff with workshop orders and things. So if you didn't know, you can set recurring orders. You can set all sorts of, what would you call it? Dependencies for orders, I guess. This was not what I was trying to do. Delete, please. Yes. I wanted to build the trade depot. Use up the last of that ginkgo. Now, I do have a dedicated scholar dwarf. And of course, if anyone would like to be dwarfed, let me know, as always. who's just doing some grunt work now, but I want to see what would happen if someone was really good, or not necessarily really good, but so our Fisher Dwarf, cancel clean self, water source contaminated. This will be interesting because it's going to be hard to keep up on the need for soap in this fortress. I don't know how many beds we have, but we might as well start laying them down. Well, that being said, let's see what sort of stuff we have here. So this is still clay, loam, rock salt, and finally real rock. Limonite. I gotta remember all my ores and stuff. Rock salt. Okay. I do think for now, since especially they're crappy beds anyways, we'll just build beds right here next to all the animals. Well, maybe not next to the animals because they'll just get in the way. We'll put it right next to the workshop instead. Looks like we have 6 so far, so that's almost all of them. Recurring orders about friggin' time. I agree. Probably stuff that's been in Masterwork forever, but I always play vanilla, so. How does a haunted biome change things when it comes to refuse and corpses? That's a good question. Half of the evil biomes, just like there's a half probability, 50% chance that they will have a reanimating rain. So far, I seem to be pretty lucky there, because I think I'd already be dead if that was the case. Maybe not. We'll find out. Otherwise, there's going to be, since it's haunted, it's going to be a little more savage as well. Basically, it's a, let's see if let's do it from wood here. So here's not quite your, it's chart. There you go. So haunted is middle evil. It's neutral when it comes to evilness. We did a terrifying one, which did not last very long. So, okay, how are we doing down here? Looks like quite a bit of limonite still, and there's some granite. Excellent. Just a rock to build with. I'd rather have marble, but that's a flux stone. We probably haven't got down there yet. A zombie fodder. I don't know who that's going to be yet, but we'll find out. Shoot it down to the magma. That's a good call. Dedicated atom smasher for the early game in an evil biome. Hey, it looks like we have something here as well. Are they bees? Bumblebees, not honeybees. Let's see if our unit list shows us anything. No, but if we have bumblebees, we probably have some honeybees somewhere too. So maybe worth building a hive or so. Okay, let's make a little room out of these, or a giant room out of these, and we'll just make it a dormitory. And now everyone has a place to sleep, which is good. I got that settled. They're still not bringing in a lot of the wagon stuff. Tea? Yeah, there we go. I actually have some glare on my monitor. Give me a second. There we go. Blinds are shut, and that's much easier to read. Okay, so we have all of our meat and alcohol left that hasn't been brought in yet. Okay. Well, you guys really should bring that in. Let's just remove the wagon and see if that gets them going a little bit. All right, well, we have a fisher, so we need to start working on how we're going to deal with food and stuff. So we need to get our workshop set up. And I think I'll have the first level be farms, second level be farm and fishing related workshops, third level, the stone, rock salt, yeah, some clay loam. Well, we can certainly make things out of rock salt, I think. I'm actually not too knowledgeable about rock salt. Let's take a look at it real quick. Okay, just seems like a normal one value stone that you can use for things. It's not magma safe, which is fine. Yeah. So I think we'll do that. So let's get started on... I could probably do half farms, half grazing. And breach the caverns for moss. Okay. Yeah, let's do that for the farms, I think. I won't worry with the grazing quite yet, though that could be where all of our nest boxes are and stuff. Okay, let's just mirror it there. And then down here I said I would do workshops. I think for that, we'll do... Okay. I like leaving pillars in my workshop areas. Okay, so I got some pillars there, and then probably a decent amount of room for farming and fishing. Actually, it may just be farming related workshops. I don't know, but it's plenty of room, and it'll be easy for them to dig out because it's just clay. So we'll have to work on that. I forgot to use my prioritization. Might actually be worthwhile. Prioritize that for farms, and then maybe half of this for workshop stuff. I do love the priority stuff. It's a little fiddly, but that way I don't get frustrated with them digging out things I don't need right away. And then they're working when I am forgetting to give them orders as well. Hey, started off solid over on YouTube. Oh, that's interesting. He says, hope they don't drink those contaminated water. Half my dwarves got blinded for some strange sort of sludge rain. Wow. All right, this is the CLA graphics pack. I'll throw a link to it into chat because I still have that in my lovely, what do you call it? I forget. Clipboard. There you go. Okay, we got way too many idlers. I'm not even selecting the correct window here. I don't know why they're not bringing stuff in. Let's double check this setting here. Should be bringing in the drinks, and they're not. All they brought in were bags of things. And it's continuously raining repellent sludge out here. The cat's loving it, though. Loving it. Actually, I kind of do want this to be next, because I want to get my birds inside. Okay. Which means I need to come up here and get some nest boxes. Actually, that's a crafts dwarf thing, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we'll wait a little bit on that, but I will put a pin down there. Oh, we have our table and chair. Put the table there, put the chair. Actually, let's put the chair on this side. And then we can finally get things set up. So let's go to our noble. Oops. Noble screen. There's our leader. We want our manager to be the same guy. And same for broker and bookkeeper. I'll go into settings here and make it at least high precision. Chief Medical Dwarf, what the heck. We will choose Scholarly, even though they say he has no relevant skills. Don't have a hammer or sheriff yet. No need for a militia either, he says. Yeah, I kind of like CLA. I used it for my adventure series, the last one. And I think it's a pretty nice little mix of ASCII and easiness to read. Yep, I'm dual streaming. So if you want to switch over to YouTube, go ahead. Join started off solid there. Okay. I can't remember if that's bigger. I love how they just leave that little section. That's fine. They'll be digging very quickly through this clay. Cat's checking things out. I really wish you had finished that off as well. Thank you. Okay, can we make something this big as a zone? We can. Good. So we'll make this a pin. And I'm going to put all of my birds in here. Oh, we got 2 yak cows. Those will be delicious. And once we get to setting our workshops up, which should come fairly soon. Actually, I might just put all my workshops here. I probably will. Haha, you started off solid. You're over on Twitch now, too. Okay. I get it. Twitch is the more fun place to be, where there's more people. But I do know Twitch causes issues for people as well, so I'm more than happy to use up as much of my bandwidth as possible, stream into both. Yeah, that's a good question, Isaac. He says, with all this clay, you think you'll end up setting up a kiln? I'll admit, I have never messed with clay in this game. It does not appeal to me in any way, but I hear what you're saying. It may be worth a shot. Oh, we got some sand. Okay. I'll be doing a lot of looking at stuff because I don't know this tile set very well. Okay, let's go back up here because this is set up now. And let's make a little study for this guy. And there you go. So now he should have everything he requires. Excellent. And we'll get some decent counts about things like fish and stuff. Glazing is crazy slow. Yep, I always end up getting like master glazers in my migrations, so. Hey, Revol, I see you over on YouTube. I'll do my best to pay attention to that chat. For some reason, it's much harder for me to see, even though it's on the top. Oh, that's right, yeah. Good. Okay, as usual, I'm falling behind on all sorts of stuff. And the miners decide to take a break. How dare they? I really wonder why they're not bringing any of this stuff inside. What are my orders set at? Okay, I definitely want to change all my workshop orders just in case I set up a loom. So no auto loom. No auto loom at all. Only use dyed cloth. Do not auto collect webs. Auto slaughter, butcher, fishery, kitchen, and tan are all fine. And yeah. Yeah, I'll put a bridge at the thing here. I'll wait a little bit until I get my workshop set up. Might as well have blocks to make the bridge with instead of just plain old stone. Hey, Jared, how you doing? Good to see you over here on a Dwarf Fortress stream. Glazing is slow in real life as well. Wouldn't know. I'm not going to be making a lot of cloth. I hate the clothing industry in this game as well. I'll just buy it. Money's going to not be an issue unless we end up having to turtle ourselves in. What if the evil biome will run off invaders? I haven't had invaders in the last 2 fortresses, maybe even 3. One of them I died too quick. That was a terrifying biome. And the other one just didn't have any nearby, and I forgot to check when I embarked, so I don't know what civs are nearby. But I believe it was an island world, so we should have access to all civs unless they got killed off, and goblins never get killed off, or it's very rare. Much rather start a glass industry than a clay industry, so start off solid. Huge fan of large glass pots. Yeah, I've never done glass in this game either. You got some sand? Okay. I'll pause this for a second just so I can think about how I want to do my workshops. And actually, while we're here, we can get a farm P? Yeah, I'm kind of remembering. Some farm setup too. So we got 1, 2, 3, blank, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do that. Be pretty large plots, but do 4 there. Yeah, that'll give me 4 large farm plots. I think that'll be fine. It'll be overkill at the start, but I won't make them all at the start. In fact, I'll just... No, you know what? I'm going to make 2 of them, but I'll probably plant the close one. Okay. So here... we've struck Galena. La-di-da. Diorite. It's not dolomite. Gabbro, magma safe. Nice is always nice. And there's some more of our galena. So we got some rocks to work with. Okay, let me set up some of my zooms as well. This is the beginning of the game, is always a little slow, but let's zoom here and name this. Almost. Animal farm. That's when the animals in the farms go. And then down here will be F3, zoom to workshops. I think I will just put them all in here. So let's now build at least the first stuff that I need. I just don't like how far away our mason and stuff is going to be from stone. It's only 1 more level, though. Okay, let's put kitchen, because that'll give us stuff to trade. I think smack dab in the middle is usually good. Let's do kitchen there. God, make it out of salt. That seems to make sense. Gonna try to steal from non-dwarven traders? I'm not sure. I've actually don't think I've done that in years. And I want to read the rest of the stuff's on there, but let's get the dwarves working, and I can read it during their non-idle time. So, what else do I need? I obviously need a fishery. That's not it. S? Nope. Okay. H. That's close. I do want that nearby. Yeah, let's put it right next door. And then I also need, right off the bat, a brewer station for sure. I can't find it on the list, though. I should just guess. You know what? actually don't want that there right now. This is, sorry, this is the thing that always takes the longest for me because I get very particular about where things go. Let's put the kitchen there. And then put the fishery right next to that. And then the farmer's workshop in the corner here. And then I'll put a quern and a screw press in that empty area there. And then put a little corridor going up here. And I want the butcher. Okay, that'll be the tanner and butcher. And then this, which could be the last thing they worry about. Oh, crap. I wanted that to be 2s. And this is where, and that's where I'll put all the bones and stuff that we'll end up using as well. So, yeah, let's do that. And we'll have a way out. Right there as well. Okay. That's a good start. Real quick, let's get the mason set up and the crafts dwarf. Crafts dwarf probably being the most important, actually, but definitely need the mason as well. Okay, I'll just put mason in the middle, and then crafts dwarf right there. Okay. There we go, guys. Plenty of work for you to do. Revolt had a fortress that became the mountain home. Tantrum spiral happened when the king kept demanding glass windows. I was in a tundra embark with no sand. Yeah, I agree, Sarov Solid. There's not a whole lot worth stealing, really, in vanilla DF. Who wants a billion wooden things from the elves, he says. And I'm not Quill 18. I do not steal from others just cuz, lol. No, I tend to roleplay as much as possible. It's just how I enjoy games the most. H for halibut for the Fisher workshop. I like that. I might actually remember that. You looking for a still? Yes, sir. I am very much looking for a still. Thank you. Okay, that would be L. Yep. Okay, and my still, maybe not quite the corner. You know what? I am going to put the still right there. That keeps it in mind for me. I'd love to be using blocks for this, but because eventually, and maybe after we trade for the first time, I'll be setting up a soap maker's workshop over there. Okay, I guess while we're here, let's build a butcher shop. I believe that's not T, it's U. There we go. So that will be the butch. Then N for Tanner, we'll go up here. Excuse me. And I have a lot of airlocks, obviously, to help keep the miasma out. Speaking of which, I never set up a refuse area out here. Well, how do I want to do this? We got kind of lucky that we don't seem to be getting any of this repulsive rain right in front. So I may want to set up kind of walking areas for these guys. Let's see. Let's mine some of this out. Let's mine out this, this, and then those. And while you're at it, please remove any ramps in this area too. Oh, I should have made those. They weren't that high a priority, but you know what? They're kind of a high priority. So I'm okay with that. That looks like a boulder, I'm assuming. Yep, a rock salt boulder. Set up the animals over there, they can lick it. I don't know if any of you have ever had animals that needed salt. I had bunnies at one point, and they liked their little salt licks. Actually, before you guys go away too far, let's get rid of some of these ramps. There we go. Yellow stuff with sand. Yellow snow. Who needs a still when you can make homemade mead? Well, you still need a still for it, but I'm with you. We need to get some bees up. I did bees for the first time earlier this month, I think it was, and I loved it. I've had a few beers for sarcasm. Oh, I love sarcasm. I used to be very sarcastic. A little too much. I tried to lower it a bit. Now I am for dry. Okay, well, if they ever get that tree cut down, but I'm not willing to wait, so let's get a refuse pile out here. That's not how you do it. Okay, let's get a refuse stockpile out here. No fresh hide. That's really it. Oh wait, no skulls, bones, shells, teeth, horns. Yeah, none of that stuff that'll fill it up immediately. All ramps must die. I'll admit, I always get rid of the ramps, at least near the entrance. We have a fairly defensible area here. Now, of course, now they can climb and stuff, so it doesn't make that big a difference. But I think they tend to not if they can help it. So it looks like you're gathering stuff from outside. What is this? Yeah, a lot of rotten fish because we were just having our fishermen depopulate the universe of fish instead of actually making anything people could cook. But we got someone on it. Our scholar will be working on preparing raw fish. Now, I didn't expect those to get built up so quickly, so I need to put my stockpiles out. Okay, let's work on... I didn't leave myself a lot of room for stockpiles, did I? Okay, that's the kitchen, that's the fishery, that's the farmer's workshop, I think is what I did. Yeah, normally I leave more room for stuff. I can always make the next level down where we store things, though. Okay, so that's going to be a food stockpile. That's going to be a food stockpile. This is going to be a food stockpile. And that's actually going to be a food stockpile as well. And that's going to be a food stockpile. Okay. I guess we'll start with the drink. So let's block everything from drink. And I only want things that can be used to make drinks. Which, as annoying as it is gonna... I'm not going to go through all the plants, but it's going to be mostly the plant stockpile, except in case we for some reason get dimple cups, don't need that. Oh, come on, there's pigtails. Definitely don't want the pigtails over there. Okay. I think that's good enough for that. The farmer's workshop. we'll have actually probably just pigtails here. And query bushes. And really, I think that's about it. I'm probably missing something. The fishery obviously needs unprepared fish. And then here, which is not even remotely close enough, needs everything else. So forbid that. Forbid the drinks. Cheese is good. Forbid the seeds. Well, actually, permit. How many seeds do we have here? Not too much. Permit everything except for the seeds I'm going to be using elsewhere, which is pretty much You know what? Never mind. It's too much trouble. Milled stuff, yes. Definitely no fat. I think I need those somewhere else. Oil's fine. That's useless. And no lie. Okay. Gosh, that's... Okay, last one. This is probably not fun to watch, but that's okay. It's almost done. I need to turn on my AC because I'm pretty warm right now too. So I want to put paste here and, oops. Paste and press material. And technically I kind of want rock nuts up here too, but... Okay. Good. Now that we have this all set up, and I know I missed tons of stuff in chat. Hey, Nico! Space Station 13 is amazing. I love Space Station 13. I gotta play that on a 24-hour stream. Oh, Pugtindo asked. I kind of have to read things in the reverse order. No, Space Station 13 is amazing. I'd love to play it with people I knew. I've never played it with anyone I've known before. It's kind of hard to get your brain around at times, but depends on what you're doing, isn't it? Oh, you finished work? Working on some more mid-boss there? Ah, some CK2. I would like to play some CK2. Okay. Well, we have 0 idlers, which is always a good thing. Ooh, and we have some letters. Oh, muscle. Okay, just making sure it wasn't macaws or something. Okay, do we have our mason set up? We do. I want rock blocks. Actually, it's now summer, so I need to wait for the game to save. Okay. So let's see what we can do order-wise. I want rock blocks. 0 for perpetual order. Well, we definitely don't want to do that, but how many do I want? The 30 limit is gone now. I used to almost always just do 30 because of that. Let's try 20. So now we can link it to a very specific shop, so you don't have to spread across all your workshops. And we should be able to, yeah, there's conditions and there's details. So we can set details from here as well. So I can tell them all diorite or whatever it happens to be. We don't have 20 of anything, so I'll let them just pick things at random. Conditionally, we can add item condition and frequency. So restarts if completed on the month, so we can make sure every month we have at least 20 blocks going. Or seasonally or yearly. This will be a one-time order. Amount of items available is at least 0. Restarts if completed. Conditions checked daily. Amount of items available is at least 20. Oh gosh, look at all. Add item condition. I've never looked at this before, so we can change material traits. Wow, he added a lot. It's going to take me a while to even figure this out. Change inequality. Ah. Amount of items available is greater than 0. Make 20. It's less than 20. Make 20. Which means we'd have 20 to 40 at all times. If it's less than 3, make 20. Oops. Apparently we have to do something else and not hit escape. Change number again. In 3. Enter is done. Okay. Cool. I think that'll work. We'll see though. Add conditions from regions materials. Ah. It's telling you whether it'll start working on it immediately or wait for the next check too. Okay. Okay, delete that one. Now I do want... Oh crap, I deleted the wrong one. Okay, let's try that again. Number 3. There we go. And then I wanted to change frequency. I forget. Oh, here it is. It's the plus minus. Check monthly or daily. Yeah, daily seems so quick, but monthly is pretty not quick enough, I guess. Okay, and what do I do when I'm done? Just hit escape. Interesting. Very interesting. So he'll have to work on that order and tell the Mason about it, but eventually we should see some in here. Now, even before we get... Ah, crap, we don't have a crafts dwarf. Let's make our Mason a crafts dwarf. That'll give him something to do while that order is getting done. No mid-boss. Paperwork has sucked all the joy and creativity from my life, so I've been working on overhauling Kitsune games. Hey, I'm glad everyone else is excited about that work order update as I am. In Vanilla DF, we can now do cool things like this. I'm sorry your paperwork has been drowning you lately, Aniko. I know that feeling. I hate paperwork with a passion. Still raining repellent sludge. And our dwarfs are still, and cats and stuff are just wandering around in it. Okay, let's see what we have now. We still got over 100-something drink. We have quite a bit of meat and fish left and other. So, obviously... So he's trying to catch up on the raw fish. That's the other, I believe. Yeah, regular fish is the 12. But we have fish coming in, and we have plenty of meat and stuff. And I actually bet that these are not even started because we don't have a farmer. However, we do have what we need to start making some meals. And this is probably where I should use the job thing, but I do want to get some of these started right away. So I'm just going to have them find meals on repeat for now. But let's go into our kitchen and make sure that this is set up. Oh man, I wish you'd get rid of cooking alcohol by default and tallow. Luckily, we don't have to worry about the tallow now because we haven't butchered anything, but that will be coming pretty quick, I bet. We don't have a tanner either. Brewer, butcher, tanner. Well, it's almost about time to be thinking about some of the other stuff. We need a farmer. Scholarly, you can be a farmer as well. That's not farming, I know that, but I do want, just in case I want some plants processed. That'll give him something to do. I never did set up a gathering setup. What do we have here? Rush flowers and stuff. Carrots. Garlic. Quinoa. Okay, well, let's designate a little gathering then. That would be P, not G, because G is not used anywhere on this menu, and why should it be? Try to grab things that haven't been rained on with sludge. Now, I would love to breach the caverns. Oh, crap, You're not... Okay. I thought he was actually planting stuff. I didn't think it started with anything being planted. I'm really tempted to go breach the cavern so we can bring our animals inside too. I just don't know how far down that's going to be. Well, let's get a little offshoot because I think our miners aren't really doing anything right now. Just in case they are, though, let's make this a 6. Oops, not in the middle there, please. Oh, come on. Don't you hate it when you get off rhythm? I know I do. That was stupid. Okay, we can do that. And then some, yeah, just in case I want to go up, I'm going to put some up downstairs here, I think. Actually, let's make these 7, make sure they get that whole thing done first. And then let's go as deep as we can. Let's go down to 20. We haven't found a cavern by 20. I'll be pretty surprised. All right, Jared. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Scholarly probably didn't sign up for the undead biome either. Yeah, probably not. And by the way, if anyone wants to be dwarf, we only have 7 right now, but let me know. Hey, Spots. Good to see ya. I'm reading things kind of in reverse order here a little bit. I apologize, but I tend to do that. Started off solid. Said, I can't wait for the ability to send your dwarfs out to train surrounding dwarfs as well as raid sites. That's going to be nuts. I didn't realize he's working on that. If that's the case, that does sound pretty cool. Meat and stuff would be... Sorry, I scrolled and lost it. Irish Bucks fan says meat and stuff would be a great name for a restaurant. I would eat there. I've eaten at a couple Southern diners recently, and my tract regretted it, but it was delicious. I go live in the cavern layer. I've done that before. I probably ought to do that again as a challenge kind of thing. Oh, crap. I forgot that since that is a meeting area, our grazing animals ended up there too. So let's just have them trample all these flowers, I guess, for now. And we'll make that a pen for our 2 yak cows. It's just living dinner. Can't wait for the first migrant rave. Okay, got a few requests. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like. Otherwise, just say my choice. That'll help me out. Because I don't want to just choose something if you did have something in mind. We're getting some Ryo Delight. More Galena. Microcline. Nice blue color. Uh-oh, there's the cavern. Ooh, hurts my eyes a little bit in this tile set. Okay, let's find out where we hit. Okay, we hit there. So for now, let's remove this. We got some water down there, which is nice. Should have made my zoom to the cavern while I was there. Okay, so we breached in the middle of that wall, and then it was just a drop down, which is really my favorite place to breach the cavern because really I can access it on my own terms that way. Okay, well, for now, what's the best way to do this? Probably a downstair there. And then construct a floor there. Let's see, have we... No linked shop. Do I actually have to link a shop? Still 2020. He may just be busy, but first let me make sure that I do set up my zoom here. Okay, let's make this F8, I think. Okay, let's go. Oh, back to here. He doesn't have any there yet. Interesting. Well, okay, I saw someone speaking directly to me and it scrolled off, so let me double check this. Revolt will be anybody, okay. Irish Bucks fan, his first request for scholarly. And let me know if you want a different name. Otherwise, I will write it out exactly, or I will change it if I feel like it. Okay. Duran has no preference. And hey, Untrusted Life. Did I get your messages? No. But I will check when I get the chance. Saying something about beer. So this is the last day of my mini school break, and this is the worst time to have a DF stream. Sorry, Biggie. Oh, we have a spear dwarf from Started Off Solid. You guys have to remind me when I get military up, probably, when it comes to that. Definitely go to sleep if you need to, Biggie. Or study or whatever you need to do. Okay, well, we have two people that didn't really quite mind, so let's get those in. Where are we? If I miss you, I'm sorry. Apprentice. Okay, well, let's commit that so I know who already has names. Spuds always likes weird stuff. So I'm going to give him the Fisher because I think he has the first chance to die. And Apprentice, I'm going to have be our miner, I think. And let's commit those. We have our Mason guy. Next one I'm seeing is Revolt. Let's make Revolt our cook, I think. You can make revolting... I'm just going to do Revolt if you don't mind. He can make revolting food, but I don't actually name him Revolting. And then... who's next? Sign will be our Mason. You know what? I'm going to leave numbers off in case you guys really want them. And who am I missing? Duran can be our brewer, who's minoring and butchering it right now as well. Anyone left? I only got one spot left, and that's for the leader. Hey, Flip! Oh, good. You fixed your mic. Excellent. I'm gonna leave the leader. I don't think I missed anybody. Anyone I missed, though, or the next person who wants something, just shout out, and we'll get you in as leader or when the next migration wave comes. Zoom in a tiny bit there. Okay, I have no idea what I was doing. I was waiting for the manager to do the thing. I don't think I need to link one. I don't know how to link one. I think that should be fine. We'll look at the settings for this, though, in the profile, maybe. I don't see anything about linking here. But the nice thing is you could set a workshop just for, like, your best mason and only have orders for the things that you want to be really good set to that workshop, and then crappy orders can be sent to the other one where any mason can work on it, which I really love. When you get deeper into the game or longer into the game, that sort of stuff will really become important. However, before we get anything set up, I want nest boxes. Actually, I want some hives too. But we have, I think, gosh, how many animals do we have that are birds? I'm going to cheat and use this screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 10 nest boxes, which is perfect because that's how many is usually here. Okay. No idlers, which is perfect. Revolt works in restaurants anyway, so that makes a good cook. Ah. Yeah, we'll see. We've got Revolting Rain. I don't know what else we're going to get, but I bet there'll be some capital fun. You'll make the best dwarven booze in all the land. Well, I expected, Durin. Yeah, it's Revolting Rain so far. That's the only thing I've noticed. It's the first time I've had Revolting Rain, so... You know what? I am going to just set up a rock hive. Oh, space would be nice. Hive. And we'll make 3 of those, I think, to start. Oh, we're still checking whether the block thing matters or not. Interesting. Birdsplosion and Bee-splosion. We'll do our best. Revolting Rain is best rain. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect. They still refuse to bring in my alcohol and stuff. I don't know what I messed up, or if it's just a bug currently in the game, but there we go. All the plant and even animal drink should go in here. I really wish it would be in here. But alas, that is not the case. But we are getting some grazing site stuff. Moss and such, which is excellent. Not quite enough for yak cows yet, but we'll get some good stuff. I need to remember to turn my phone to vibrate. Hey, Sign, thanks for the follow. That was one of the emails that came across. This is the Revolting Rain. Thank you very much there, Irish Bucks fan. I didn't even pay attention to barrels. That is definitely what would be doing it. How many... It's not telling me how big the stockpile is. It's 9 by 7 would be 63. So barrel-wise, let's have... I don't think we have more than 20 barrels worth of drink right now outside. And we don't have any bins, but might want to make some so that doesn't fill up too crazily. Okay, let's make some bins and some empty barrels as well with some of our wood. raining repellent sludge. Almost all the time. Who are you trying to give water to? Well, so far there's not too many evil looking things going on. Oh, they're way up here. Hey, I was way out on the pier too. Okay. Well, there's lots of stuff we need at the beginning of a fortress. Let's just start with 10 doors. See if the leader ever manages to get that order set. But definitely need some doors pretty soon. Oh, gosh, I forgot about wheelbarrows as well. I didn't bring them at embark because I was going to make them. So I would need a wheelbarrow, which does not have... I didn't make the other thing as well. Step ladders. I got rid of step ladders. Max wheelbarrow. At least one. Oh yeah. Actually, I think it was always repellent sludge. I might have misspoke when I said revolting rain, or maybe not. Gosh, it'd help if I'd hit the right keys, wouldn't it? I don't have my keys up either, and this has been way too long without breaking for YouTube episodes probably. I did not want that. Okay, let's stop the YouTube episode recording. It's going to be a very long first episode, but it'll get up there, unlike if I have to do any sort of editing. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.